Good morning to everybody. I am Satish Kumar from Department of Mathematics. Now I am going to discuss about the multiple integrals. Now I am going to discuss about this problem, that is evaluate double integral over R xy into dx dy, where R is the region bounded by the line x plus 2y equal to 2 lying in the first quadrant. See, first of all we go to fix the bounded region in the xy plane. So the given boundaries, the boundaries of R are, that is x plus 2y equal to 2, and the region bounded in the first quadrant. So in the first quadrant, that is on the x-axis y equal to 0, on the y-axis x equal to 0, and we fix the line here, that is on the x-axis y equal to 0, on the y-axis x equal to 0, and we draw the line x plus 2y equal to 2. That is how to draw the line. When we take x equal to 0, we get 2y equal to 2 and y equal to, that is 1. So we have a point, that is 0 comma 1, that is 0 comma 1 lies on the y-axis, 0 comma 1, and then when y equal to 0, we get x equal to 2, that is the point is 2 comma 0, that is our on the x-axis the point, that is 2 comma 0 lies. We join these we join these 2 points, we have got a x plus 2y equal to 2, x plus 2y equal to 2. So this region is a bounded region in the first quadrant, and we go to find the value, that is area of the region I equal to, that is we go to take the double integral over the R, the given function f of x comma y is xy into dx into dy. And how to fix the limit of the first integration and the second integration? So in this case we fix the limit of the first integration. Integrate with respect to x means we consider a small strip which is parallel to the x-axis, and we take the left limit of x is what, and the right hand limit, and which is lies on the line x plus 2y equal to 2. So in this case x equal to 0 already given, and then we go to take the x equal to 2 minus 2y. So in this case the region is not a fixed shape, that is it is the region in the upward direction to downward direction, the region goes to lower case to upper case, it goes to decrease. Suppose we take the left hand side to right hand side, means the maximum region goes to decrease. So in this case the first integration should be in a variable. So we take the limit for x is that is equal to I, that is integral of x limit, lower limit is x is 0 and upper limit of x is 2 minus 2y xy into dx into dy, and we switch the small region from lower to upward direction. So we fix the small step lies on the x-axis, means what about the y value, that is on the x-axis lower limit of y is a 0, and move up in the upward direction, the small step go to meet the point 0 comma 1, at the point y value is 1, so we fix the limit of y is, upper limit of y is 1. So we have got the limits of x is a 0 to 2 minus 2y, and the limit of y is a 0 to 1. And now first you take the integration with respect to x, that is y is treating as a constant, and x you integrate it, that is x squared divided by 2, limit varies from 0 to 2 minus 2y, into the second integration is a dy, and that is equal to integral of 0 to 1, you substitute the limit of x, that is y into, that is here x is a 2 minus 2y whole square divided by 2, and the lower limit is 0 into dy. So we get 1 by 2 into integral of 0 to 1 y into here x is squared, that is 2 minus 2y whole square. You expand the case, that is 4 plus 4y squared minus 2 into 2y. Sorry, 2ab 2 into 2y into dy. So we get 1 by 2 into integral of 0 to 1 and multiply with y, 4y plus 4y cube minus 8y into dy, and then that is 1 by 2 into we take the we multiply with y, and then we take the integration, that is 4y squared divided by 2 plus 4y power 4 divided by 4 minus 8y squared divided by 2. Limit varies from 0 to 1, and you simplify this, 2y squared and 4 cancel, and here 4 times, that is 2 plus 1 3 minus 8 divided by 3, and we take the LCM, that is equal to 1 by 2, that is 9 minus 8 divided by 3. So we get 1 by 2 into 1 by 3, so we have got 1 by 6. So this is the area of the bounded region. So that is the problem for the first case. And now we discuss the another one problem, is evaluate double integral over R xy dy dx, where R is the region bounded by the parabola y squared equal to x, and the lines y equal to 0 and x plus y equal to 2 lie in the first quadrant. So in this case, the boundaries of R are, say the boundaries of R are, that is y squared equal to x and y equal to 0 and x plus y equal to 2. We draw the bounded region in the xy plane that is y squared equal to x. See, y squared equal to x is a parabola about the x axis, that is y squared equal to x is a parabola about the x axis, y squared equal to x, and we draw the line x plus y equal to 2, that is we fix the point, that is x plus y equal to 2, that is when x equal to 0 we get y equal to 2, that is the point is 0 comma 2. When x equal to, when y equal to 0 and x equal to 2, we get the another one point 2 comma 0, and we plot the 2 points in the given plane, xy plane. We have got, that is 0 comma 2 and 2 comma 0, and we join the 2 points. This line is called as a x plus y equal to 2 and y equal to 0. Where is our y equal to 0? So y equal to 0 lies on the x axis. So the region y squared equal to x is a parabola curve, and then the line x plus y equal to 2 is a line, and y equal to 0. So the common region for these three cases, that is parabola, straight line, and another one straight line y equal to 0, we have got the region like this. So this is our bounded region. Now we got to find the region of the given integration term. So how to find the area? That is, in this case we take the region and you integrate with respect to y for the first integration. So we take the region in the parallel to the y axis and we move the region from left to right. The region goes to increase up to the point here, and it goes to decrease at the point here, that is a x intersection point, that is we go to find 1 comma 1 y squared equal to x, that is you substitute for that is here y squared equal to x and x plus y equal to 2. When we solve these two equations, we have got y squared, that is x is a y squared, so y squared plus y equal to 2, so y squared plus y minus 2 equal to 0, and you find the y, that is minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So you simplify this, minus 1 plus or minus 3 divided by 2. You simplify this, we have got square root of 9 and take the square root, which is 3. So minus 1 plus or minus 3 by 2. So we have got, that is minus 4 by 2 comma, that is 2 by 2. So we get minus 2 comma 1. For y is a y equal to minus 2. What about our x? Y squared equal to x. So what about our x? X equal to, that is 4. So the point is where, that is x is a 4 and y is a minus 2. So the point here, the line and the parabola meet at the point where y is a negative value, means that is it meet at 4 comma minus 2. Is the point included in the bounded region? No. So we do not take the point that is 4 comma minus 2, and then we take the another one point y equal to 1 plus 1 and you substitute in the first one or second one, whatever it is, that is x equal to 1. We have got 1 comma 1. So this point is lies on the first quadrant. So intersection of line and the parabola, we fix the point 1 comma 1. Okay, and then in this case, that is the region we discuss about the increasing and the decreasing region. So in the left to right direction for the about the y-axis, so the region goes to increase, and at the point here x equal to 1, the region goes to reduce. So we have got a decreasing and increasing region in the given case. So in this case we cannot find directly, so we go to separate the region R1 and R2. We go to take the region R1 and R2, and we draw the small strip which is parallel to the y-axis, and then what is the lower limit for y, we go to fix it, and what is the limit for y, we go to fix in the second region R2. So in this case the double integral can be written as I equal to double integral of xy into dy into dx for the region R1 plus double integral over R2 xy into dy into dx for the region R2. So we fix the limit of the first case, that is limit of the first one, we take the small strip which is parallel to the y-axis, and then what is the limit for y, that is xy into dy into dx. The lower limit of y is, that is 0, and the upper limit, the small strip top of the small strip which is lies on the y squared equal to x parabola. So what is the limit for y is, that is y is a square root of x. Actually plus or minus x is there, but the region in the first quadrant, so we consider a positive, so square root of x, and then we sweep the small strip from left to right direction. We sweep the strip left to right, so we sweep the line at the left direction. What is the limit for x, that is 0, and move in the upward direction, it meet the line here, partition line, and at the line what is our x value, that is a 1. So we have got the upper limit of x is 1 plus double integral of the second region, we take the lower limit for y is a 0 and the upper limit of y is what, here x plus y equal to 2 means, that is we take the y is a 2 minus x. So the upper limit of y is a 2 minus x, that is xy into dy into dx is there, and then the limit for x, second integration limit for x is from left to right, from the partition line, what is our lower limit of x, that is our x, and move along in the right hand direction, it go to meet the x value, maximum value of x is 2. So the limit of x is a 2, upper limit of x is a 2. So we fix the first region and second region, and we go to calculate the first region alone and second region alone, or simultaneously we can proceed like this. Now that is I equal to integral of 0 to 1 and integral of 0 to root x xy into dy dx plus integral of 1 to 2 into integral of 0 to 2 minus y xy into dy into dx, that is equal to integral of 0 to 1. The first integration integrate with respect to y, so x into y squared divided by 2, limit varies from 0 to root x into dx plus integral of 1 to 2, that is x into y squared divided by 2, limit varies from 0 to 2 minus y into dx, and then that is equal to here 1 by 2 into integral of 0 to 1 x into, you apply the upper limit for x, so we get that is square root of x whole squared, we have got x, and lower limit for x is a minus 0 into dx plus integral of 1 to 2, here 1 by 2 is a constant, you keep it, and then into x into, that is you substitute for y, that is substitute for y, that is 2 minus x whole squared into dx, and the lower limit goes to 0. So in this case, that is 1 by 2 into integral of 0 to 1, you multiply with x into x squared into dx plus 1 by 2 into integral of 1 to 2, here x into, you expand the 2 minus x whole squared, we get 4 plus x squared minus 2 into x into dx, that is equal to here 1 by 2 is a common for both term, we keep it, 1 by 2 is a common into integral of 0 to 1 x squared into dx plus integral of 1 to 2, you multiply with the x here, that is 4x plus x cube minus 4x squared into dx, that is equal to here 1 by 2 into, that is, now you go to take the integration, second integration, that is x cube divided by 3, limit varies from 0 to 1 plus the second case 4x squared divided by 2 plus x power 4 divided by 4 minus 4x cube divided by 3, and then limit varies from 1 to 2, that's all, and that is equal to 1 by 2 into, here upper limit is a 1, so 1 by 3 minus lower limit is a 0, so 1 by 3 minus 0 plus, here we go to simplify, that is 2, and we apply for x is a 2 here, that is 2 into, that is x 2 squared, we have got a 4, 2 squared is a 4 plus 2 to the power of 4 is a 16 divided by 4 minus 4 into x cube is a 8 divided by 3 for the upper limit, and then the lower limit is minus of, and we start the bracket and you substitute for x is a 1, here 2 plus 1 by 4 minus 4 by 3, and you close the bracket for the first one, and once again you close the bracket for the common 1 by 2, that is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 plus here, that is 8 plus here 4 minus 32 divided by 8 minus of, we take the LCM for the given case, it's a 12 means that is 2 times 24 plus 3 minus 12 3 times, and then minus here 4 times, it's a 16, and we go to simplify, that is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 plus here 12 minus here 32 divided by 32 divided by 3. 32 divided by 3 minus, here we take 24 minus 16 is a 8. 8 plus 3 is a 11 divided by 12. And now here the first case we go to take the LCM, that is 1 by 2, 1 by 3 plus here 3 times, that is 36 minus 32 divided by 3 for the first one, minus 11 divided by 12, and then that is equal to, close the bracket, and 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 plus 36 minus 32 we have got a 4. 4 by 3 minus 11 divided by 12. So that is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 plus, here we take the LCM as a 12, so 4 times it's a 16 minus 11, that is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 plus here 5 by 12, that is equal to here 1 by 2 into, that is here also we take the LCM as a 12, so 4 times 4 plus 5. So we get 1 by 2 into 9 divided by 12. We simplify this, 3 times it's a 4 times. So we get 3 by 8. So this is a area of the given region bounded by the parabola and the straight line. Yes. The same case here. The same case, that is double integral over R, that is xy into dy into dx, that is y squared equal to x and x plus 2y equal to 2 and y equal to 0. The area is actually, we have got I equal to 3 by 8. The same region we go to take and we change the order, what happens? We will see. Now we change the order, that is the same case we take it, and then the regions are x and y is there and the parabola is there and straight line x plus y equal to 2 is there, y squared equal to x is there, and the intersection point is a 1 comma 1. Here this point is a 0 comma 1 and then here 2 comma 0 is there. And then the same region we go to take and we take the change of order of integration. What happens in the given case? So we go to change the order means, that is I equal to, that is double integral over the region R xy into dx into dy. So change the order means dy dx goes to change dx dy. So in this case the first integration integrate with respect to x and second integration integrate with respect to y. So what is the limit of x for the given case? So in this case first integration integrate with respect to x means we take the small strip which is parallel to the x axis, and then lower limit of x is what and upper limit of x is what. So the lower limit of the small strip which is lies on the parabola y squared equal to x. So in this case the small strip lower end, that is left hand end, lies on the parabola means that is x equal to y squared is a lower limit, and the upper limit of x is what, that is x equal to, we take that is 2 minus y. So the upper limit of x is, that is 2 minus y, xy into dx into dy, and we switch the small strip from lower to upward direction. So lower case we have a lower bound, that is y equal to 0. So y equal to 0 is the lower limit of y, and we switch from lower to upward direction, it meet the point here 1 comma 1. At the point what is the value for y is, that is 1. So the limit of y is 0 to 1. And now we go to take the integration. That is equal to integral of 0 to 1. The first integration with respect to x means y is treating as a constant and x is integrating x squared divided by 2. Limit varies from y squared to 2 minus y into second integration is a dy. And then 1 by 2 into integral of 0 to 1 y into the upper limit for x is a 2 minus y whole squared minus the lower limit for x is a y squared. So y to the power of 4 we have got into dy is there. And then that is equal to 1 by 2 into integral of 0 to 1, that is y into, that is we expand the 2 minus y whole square, we get 4 plus y squared minus 4y for the first one, minus y to the power of 4 into dy for the second case. That is equal to 1 by 2 into integral of 0 to 1, you multiply with y, that is 4y plus y cube minus 4y squared minus y to the power of 5 into dy, and that is equal to 1 by 2 into here 4y squared divided by 2 plus y power 4 divided by 4 minus 4y cube divided by 3 minus y power 6 divided by 6. The limit varies from 0 to 1. Now we apply the limit for y, so we get, you simplify this, 2, that is limit for y is a 2 plus here 1 by 4 minus 4 by 3 minus 1 by 6, and we simplify the given case, that is equal to 1 by 2 into here we take the LCM for the given case. So what we get, that is 4, 3, 6, we take the LCM as a 12. So 12 2 times 24 plus here 12 3 times 3 minus here 3 times 4 16 minus 6 2 times minus 2. So we get 1 by 2 into here 24 plus 24 minus 16, we have got 8 plus 3 minus 2 divided by 12. So we get 1 by 2 into 11 minus 2 divided by 12. So we get 1 by 2 into 9 by 12. So we get, you simplify it 3 and 4 times. So we have got 3 by 8. So the region, the area of the region I equal to 3 by 8. From the previous case, that is integrate, first integration integrate with respect to y and second integration with respect to x is a first case. Here we change the order, first integration integrate with respect to x and second integration integrate with respect to y. So both cases are having the same value. So what you understand from this case means, that is if the complicated region, that is we go to take the partition for the increasing and the decreasing region, we can change the order, we can get the result easily. That is the purpose of change the order of integration. Now next we go to discuss about the another one problem. Now here change the order of integration in integral 0 to 1 integral of x to 1 x into x divided by x squared plus y squared into dy into dx, and then evaluate it. See in this case how to change the order. See first of all you write the boundaries of the given region, that is you write the boundaries of R. See what are the boundaries of the given region R? See the first integration integrate with respect to y, so the limit of y is y equal to x and y equal to 1, and the x limit is 0 and 1, so x equal to 0 and x equal to 1. So these are all boundaries of the given region R. So how to fix the region here? That is we go to take the x axis and y axis, and y equal to x or x equal to y, which is a line like this, x equal to y line, and then you draw the line y equal to 1 which is parallel to the x axis, y equal to 1, and x equal to 0. x equal to 0 lies on the y axis, so we have got this line, and x equal to 1 which is parallel to the x axis, which is parallel to the y axis, and it meet the line x equal to y and y equal to 1 means that is it should intersect the point, intersect the line x equal to y and y equal to 1 here. So in this case x equal to 1 line. So the intersecting point we have got, that is 1 comma 1 comma 1, 1 comma 1, or otherwise we go to solve the y equal to x line and x equal to 1 and x equal to 1 line. We have got a 1 comma 1 point. So in this case, which region is a bounded region, which is lower region or lower triangular region or upper triangular region? Which one is a bounded region? See, in this case here the lower triangular region we go to take, the line x equal to y is there and x equal to 1 is there, but this on the x axis y equal to 0 is not a boundary of the given region. So the lower triangular is not a bounded region for the given problem. So you take the upper triangular region because of x equal to 0 is given and y equal to 1 is given and x equal to y is given. So in this case we take the region as I equal to, that is double integral of, actually that is x to 1 and 0 to 1 and x divided by x squared plus y squared into dy into dx is there. Now we go to change the order, that is after changing the order of integration, after changing the order of integration we get I equal to, that is double integral of x divided by x squared plus y squared is a function, you don't change it, and then the first integration is actually dy dx, second integration is a x, but here we take the first integration is with respect to x and second integration with respect to y. So what is the limit for first integration, what is the limit for second integration? We go to fix it. So what is the limit for first integration? Here in this case we take the small strip which is parallel to the x axis, and the lower limit of x is what? Lower limit of x is x equal to 0 and the upper limit of x is what? That is x equal to y. So this is our lower limit of x and upper limit of x, 0 to y, and we swip the small strip from lower to upward direction. So lower case to upward direction means that is the strip lies on the x axis, on the x axis y value is a 0 and it move in the upward direction, it go to meet the y equal to 1 line. So the upper limit of y is a 1, and then we take the integration for the first case, that is I equal to integral of 0 to 1, and we take the integration x divided by x squared plus y squared. So in this case we know the formula for, that is d of f dash of x divided by f of x can be written as a log of f of x. So in this case you differentiate the given denominator term, that is with respect to x means it's a 2x, 2x here f dash of x is a 2x, we need one 2 is there, so we multiply with the 2 and divide by 2, there is no change in the given problem, there is 1 by 2 into 2x divided by x squared plus y squared into dx into dy for the first integration 0 to y, and we can write that is 1 by 2 into integral of 0 to 1, the integration we using the formula we get log of f of x is what? The denominator case, that is x squared plus y squared, and then the limit varies from, that is 0 to y into dy, that is equal to 1 by 2 into integral of 0 to 1. We substitute the upper limit for x, we have got log of, that is y squared plus y squared minus lower limit of x is a 0, so log of 0 plus y squared we have got a y squared for the second term into dy y, that is equal to 1 by 2 into here we simplify the term 0 to 1 and then log of, that is 2y squared minus log of y squared into dy, and that is equal to 1 by 2 into that is log a minus log b, which is a log of a by b. So in this case integral of 0 to 1 log of 2y squared divided by y squared. So we cancel the y squared into dy. So we have got log 2 is treating as a constant term. So we take, that is 1 by 2 into log 2 into integral of 0 to 1 into dy, right. So the result is, that is equal to, that is I equal to, that is 1 by 2 into log 2. So this is a region of the given integration term. So if we change the order, how to get the result for the given double integration? Okay, and now we discuss about the polar coordinates. Yes, Cartesian coordinates to polar coordinates. See, we know the Cartesian coordinate x and y. Corresponding to the polar coordinate, we go to take the relation between x and r and theta, and y with the corresponding r and theta, that is x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. So in this case we take the double integral of the given case, we use the dx dy, we use the Jacobian for the given case into dr into d theta. So when we change the coordinates, that is Cartesian coordinates x and y, to the other variable, that is like a polar coordinates, we use this dx into dy equal to modulus of j into dr into d theta. So modulus of j is a Jacobian. So we get the Jacobian from the given case x and y, we have got r. So dx dy is a equal to r into dr into d theta. See, based on this we discuss about the problem, that is evaluate double integral of x squared plus y squared whole to the power of 7 by 2 into dx into dy by using the polar coordinates. So how to get the region with the over the region x squared plus y squared equal to a squared. So in this case the Cartesian coordinates x and y goes to change in the polar coordinates. So how to change the given case? That is I equal to, we can write, that is a double integral of x squared plus y squared whole to the power of 7 by 2 into dx into dy. So the region is bounded in the circle. So here this is a circle x squared plus y squared equal to a squared. So the radius is a. Now the relation of x and y are, that is x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta, and x squared plus y squared equal to r squared, and then what is the limit for r and theta? So in the given region is a circle, means the limit of r is what? That is, limit of the r is, that is radius. So limit of the r from 0 to, that is r equal to a. So the limit of r is the limit of r is r, that is 0 and a, and the limit of theta are 0 to 2 pi because of a whole circle. So the given region is a whole circle, means theta varies from 0 to 2 pi. So after changing the Cartesian coordinate to polar coordinates, we go to write the double integral of, that is x squared plus y squared is treating as a r squared whole to the power of 7 by 2 into dx dy is treating as a r into dr into d theta. And what is the limit for r here? That is 0 to a. And what is the limit for theta? That is 0 to 2 pi. And that is equal to here integral of 0 to 2 pi, that is you multiply this, that is r to the power of 7 into r we have got, that is 0 to a r to the power of 8 into dr into d theta. And that is equal to here integral of 0 to 2 pi. Now you take the integration, integrate with respect to r, so we get r to the power of 9 divided by 9, limit varies from 0 to a into d theta. So that is equal to here 1 by 9 into for you substitute for r equal to a, here integral of 0 to 2 pi, that is a to the power of 9 minus r is a 0 into d theta, and then we get 1 by 9 into integral of 0 to 2 pi a power 9 into d theta, and that is equal to 1 by 9 into, that is a to the power of 9 into integral of 0 to 2 pi d theta. So we get, that is 1 by 9 into a to the power of 9 into 2 pi. Sorry, theta, limit varies from 0 to 2 pi. We apply the upper limit, so we get a power 9 divided by 9 into 2 pi. So we get 2 pi a to the power of 9 divided by 9. That is the area of the given region in the circle x squared plus y squared equal to a squared. Okay, this is a Cartesian coordinate to polar coordinate, how to change the variables and how to get the area of the given region. Okay, and now next we go to discuss about the volume. Next we discuss about the triple integral. See, triple integral means we go to find the volume of the given function, we use the triple integral. See, how to find, basically we go to take the simple problem, that is find the volume, find the volume of the sphere x squared plus y squared plus z squared equal to a squared. See how to find the volume of the given sphere. So in this case, volume of the sphere we take in the 3 dimension, that is we go to take in the x axis, y axis and z axis there, x axis, and here this is y axis and this is a z axis. In a 3 dimension we go to take the sphere, and if you find the whole sphere, we take the limit for the z axis and x axis and y axis, means the limits are minus 2 plus and minus 2 plus and minus 2 plus based on the origin, because of the sphere is a x squared plus y squared plus z squared equal to a square. That means the sphere having origin as a 0, 0, 0. So in this case we avoid the lower limit as a negative limit, we go to avoid it, means that is we go to take the first actant in the given sphere. So in the first actant all the x, y, z values are having positive terms, and then the limit varies from 0 to some in terms of x and y, and in terms of x and in terms of constant we go to get the volume integral terms. So in this case we write the volume integration v equal to triple integral of dz, dy and dx. See how to fix the limit of the given case. See in this case we take the region here, that is in the 3 dimension we go to take the axis like that is x, y and z. and we draw the first actant in the 2 dimension. I am going to write like this. Actually, you image the first actant of the sphere like this, and we fix the any point on the first actant, that is our z term, z equal to in terms of x and y. We can write like this, that is the point lies on the first actant, and we draw the perpendicular line. This line touch at the xy plane. So on the xy plane, what about our z? Z equal to, it goes to 0. So the first case of the limit, that is in the sphere equation, x squared plus y squared plus z squared equal to a squared, means that is we can get the z value from the given sphere. Z squared equal to a squared minus x squared minus y squared. So z equal to, we have got plus or minus square root of a squared minus x squared minus y squared. So in this case we take in the positive actant, so we consider z equal to square root of a squared minus x squared minus y squared, and we draw the parallel line which touch on the xy plane. The lower limit of z is a 0, therefore the limit of z varies from 0 to, that is square root of a squared minus x squared minus y squared. And then we consider the xy plane. So we have got like this, and in the second integration and third integration we go to treat as a area of the given region. So it is easily get the result for the given case. So in the xy plane we take the x squared plus y squared equal to some a squared. So you take the second integration is a y squared equal to a squared minus x squared. Second integration with respect to y means y squared equal to a squared minus x squared, and on the x axis or y axis. So in this case, that is x axis means we go to take the y equal to 0, and then we draw the small strip which is parallel to the y direction. So the limit of y, lower limit is 0, and the upper limit of y is, that is y squared equal to a squared minus x squared, means y equal to square root of a squared minus x squared. So the limit of y varies from 0 to square root of a squared minus x squared, and we swip the small strip from left to right hand direction, that is on the x axis on the y axis x equal to 0, and move towards in the right hand direction. We have got x value as a 0. So the limit of x is, the limit of x varies from 0 to a. X varies from 0 to a, and we fix the limit for these three cases, that is equal to integral of dz, dy, dx, and the limit of z is 0 to square root of a squared minus x squared minus y squared, and the second limit of y is what? 0 to square root of a squared minus x squared, and the limit of x is 0 to a, and this is a volume of the first actant. So when we find the whole volume, we go to multiply with 8, which is treating as a capital B. We go to take as a capital B. Can you understand? So that is volume capital V is a whole sphere volume, small v is treating as a volume of the first actant. So in this case, volume of the first actant we go to calculate and multiply with 8, automatically we have got a whole volume of the sphere. So next we go to take the integration. that is 8 into integral of 0 to a, integral of 0 to square root of a squared minus x squared, and first integration integrate with respect to z, so dz is a z, limit varies from 0 to square root of a squared minus x squared minus y squared into dy into dx, and then you substitute for z is a given case 8 into integral of 0 to a, integral of 0 to square root of a squared minus x squared, and the term square root of a squared minus x squared minus y squared into dy into dx. And second integration integrate with respect to y. So x is treating as a constant and a squared is also treating as a constant. So in this case, put for our simplification, put t equal to some a squared minus x squared, we go to take like this, and then here we take the term that is volume v equal to 8 into integral of 0 to a, that is integral of 0 to square root of a squared minus x squared into some square root of t squared minus y squared into dy into dx. And we use the formula for the given case, that is integral of square root of a squared minus x squared into dx. We have the formula x by 2 into square root of a squared minus x squared plus a squared divided by 2 into sine inverse of x by a. This is a formula for integral of square root of a squared minus x squared into dx. So in this case we apply the given term, that is what we get, that is 8 into integral of 0 to a, and integral of second integration we take the integration, that is x divided by 2, that is y divided by 2 into square root of t squared minus y squared plus a squared. A squared is a t squared divided by 2 into sine inverse of, that is x by a, that is y by t. And the limit of the given case is 0 to square root of a squared minus x squared into dx. And then we apply the limit of the given term, integral of 8 into integral of 0 to a. See, once again you substitute the t for the given case. So that is what we get, that is y by 2 into square root of, that is a t squared you take, that is a squared minus x squared minus y squared. No need to substitute here. You go to change the variable means in terms of t means we have got the result, or otherwise we go to change the limit when t equal to a squared minus x squared means you substitute for the limit also, we go to change, that is square root of t, sorry square root of square root of t squared is there. So we have got square root of t is there. Sorry, that is t a squared. Okay, you directly substitute it. You do not need to go for a substitution. Square root of a squared minus x squared, you directly keep it. That is square root of a squared minus x squared into plus, that is a t squared. T squared is nothing but a, that is a squared minus x squared divided by 2 into sine inverse of, that is y divided by, that is t is a squared minus x squared square root. That is we go to take the t squared as a squared minus x squared. So t squared is a squared minus x squared. So here also we take, that is like this, y divided by square root of a squared minus x squared and 0 to square root of a squared minus x squared into dx. Okay, and then that is equal to 8 into integral of 0 to a, and you substitute for the limit of y squared is a squared minus x squared. You substitute for minus of a squared minus x squared, already a squared minus x squared is there. So we have got a 0 for the first integration, that is square root of a squared minus x squared divided by 2 into 0 for the first limit plus a squared minus x squared divided by 2 into sine inverse of, that is y is a we substitute for the given case. Square root of a squared minus x squared divided by square root of a squared minus x squared minus the lower limit of y is 0, 0 into any value it goes to 0 minus, plus, and we substitute for y is a 0, sin inverse of 0 is a 0, so we get the second case is also 0. So we get the first term that is equal to 8 into integral of 0 to a, and you multiply with the 0 it goes to 0. Here that is a squared minus x squared divided by 2 into sin inverse of, it goes to cancel, it means that is we have got 1. Sin inverse of 1 is what? Sin inverse of 1 we have got a pi by 2. Sin 90 degree is a 1. So sin inverse of 1 is a pi by 2 into dx. That is pi by 2 into dx. And then that is 8 pi by 2, by 2 into 2, 4. 8 pi by 4 into integral of 0 to a squared minus x squared into dx. And then we get, that is here 2 pi into, now the given case we take the integration a squared x minus x cube divided by 3. The limit varies from 0 to a, so we get that is 2 pi into, here we substitute for x is a, we get a cube minus x is a cube divided by 3, and we take the LCM, that is 2 pi into 3a cube minus a cube divided by 3, so we get 2 pi divided by 3 into 2a cube. You multiply with this, that is 4 by 3 pi a cube. So this is a volume of the given sphere, that is 4 by 3 pi a cube. Suppose we take the same type of problem, find the volume of the ellipsoid, that is x squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared plus z squared by c squared equal to 1 means we got to find the volume of the given case, that is volume of the given term v equal to, that is 4 by 3 pi into, instead of a cube we have got 3 sides like AB, multiplication of ABC. So we get the volume of the ellipsoid is v equal to 4 by 3 pi a cube. You will try this problem. Okay. Yes. Thank you. First of all, I take the double integral. First of all, how to form the region and how to find the area of the region. See, how to define the region in the xy plane. How to define the region in the xy plane. See here, we take the line on the x-axis, that is y equal to 0, and we draw the line which is parallel to the x-axis. Suppose we take the point that is y equal to 1 means here the line equation is y equal to 1, and we draw the line parallel to the x-axis y equal to 2, and so on we go to draw the line. And suppose we take the line which is parallel to the y-axis means we take the line which is parallel to the y-axis, which is x equal to 1, and then we draw the line x equal to 2 and x equal to 3, and so on we go to draw it. Now I am going to find the region of the rectangle in the first coordinate. What is the area of the given rectangle? So in this case, the rectangle bounded by the 4 sides, that is this line we go to consider like a x equal to some a, here y equal to some a, and then the line which is parallel to the x-axis, that is y equal to b, and then the line parallel to the y-axis we take x equal to some c, and the line parallel to the y-axis some x equal to d. And now we form the integration I equal to double integral of in the term dx into dy as a integral coordinates, and then here that is double integral of x varies from, the limit is, that is x varies from c to d, and y varies from, that is a to b. And now first we take the integration for x, that is x, limit varies from c to d and dy. And we apply the upper limit for x, that is ab, and then d minus c into dy, and that is equal to integral of a to b some d minus c into dy is there. So d minus c is treating as a constant, and then we go to take the integration of y only, and we take the integration d minus c into y, the limit varies from a to b, we have got d minus c into b minus a, and we give the value for y, y equal to a, y equal to b, and x equal to c, and x equal to d, we have got a area of the rectangle. Suppose the values of x and y are equal, means we have got a area of the square. So this is our integration, double integral to find the area of the given region.